YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to Disavowed Action Figures, bringing you Toy Hunt episode number 471. We're back at Ross, Dressed for Less on MacArthur Road in the Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania, looking for cheap Marvel Legends, all sorts of deals and whatnot. About to get a giant snowstorm coming through here in Pennsylvania, so trying to get out while I can. But before we get to that, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you, does not cost you anything, and it helps us grow the channel tremendously. March through 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, like our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us out over at Instagram at disavowed_12. Let's see what they have inside. All right, so there's a dog. We got a dog running around. Puppy in here in Ross. First time I've seen that happen. Cute little guy. But up this way, we have some NECA Frankenstein. Looks like I haven't seen these before. We got some kind of laser blasters going on. It's kind of cool for the kids or the adults, whatever you want to collect. It's up to you. And some more stuff randomly thrown in here. Looks like a lot of Transformer stuff. Dracula NECA, Back to the Future NECA. We got pops all over the place as usual. More Transformers, reduced price to $9.99. Of course, you know we're going to find her here, as always. So, working our way down this way. We also have that. We see that quite often. Dracula NECA, Evil Dead NECA. So, lots of NECA. Let's go check the back. Red table season. It comes and goes so quickly every year. So, just try to take it all in, even if I'm not seeing anything that particularly interests my collecting habits. It's just nice to, again, look around, because give it I don't know, 5 weeks or so, and it's all going to be gone. All these red tables will be gone. All the toys will be gone. I'll be back to coming to Ross like once a month probably. But as I'm walking around, not seeing a whole lot. Your typical stuff we tend to see laying around. We got a little bit of Nintendo action there. Down this way, all the Dragon Ball, as always. And that is that price. So it's not looking much better back here on the shelves. Just kind of a mess. So we have some more AEW laying here. The others are Mr. Brody. And then we have Sammy. So not much here. I think we're going to move it along to the next location. All right, so I kind of looked around a little bit more, and I did find this. We do have the Dio set from the small Simpsons, the 2-inch, so $12.99. It's a decent deal for the couch, and looks like the TV. Basically, it's the living room, right? So not bad. I don't collect this size of figure, so it's not really something for me. But it's nice to see here for that price for sure. And we're back at Target on Airport Road in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Gonna see what they have laying around in here. I've seen some pictures of some new Marvel Legends hitting Targets across the country, so let's see if there's any in our local Target here. Right. So there's your Transformers section up close and personal, if you're curious what's there. And as I always say, if I suddenly stop filming, it's because somebody walks into the aisle and I don't want to film while they're in here. Look at all those scuba divers. They're stacked. Down below, all the Thunderbolt stuff. DC Superman toys, 40% off. Good deal there. All right, so this was popping up 70%, down to 70% off at some point in some places. So I'm going to try to scan that. Have some more police officers. They're awesome to see. Up top, some more Joes. We got our Budo hanging out there. So Motu. So definitely some good stuff. It's well stocked here for sure. Star Wars, 50% off on that. That might even go further in time. And then spin move back behind. We have Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I haven't seen him out before, I don't think. So kind of cool to see that here. The bygone era. So I'm just going to scan this, see what it scans for. I'm curious. Oh, in the Jesser section. Gotta show you the Jesser section, right? What's up, Jesser? So I know I got this really cheap playing long game. But I'm not sure how cheap I got it for. Out of stock. So it's out of the system now. I don't see a price on here anywhere. No. Interesting. All right, Ross, Airport Road, Airport Center, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Could be a win, could be a loss. You really don't know unless you go and check your Ross. All right, this is a pretty crazy one here. We haven't seen this yet before. $21.99. Says comparable to $70. So all three, Star Wars, Jedi Survivor. I don't know anything about these or this property. Is it a video game thing? I don't know. They're pretty cool looking. You know, if you're into the droids or whatever the heck they are, but you know, don't call you gaming grades. This is a gamer. Well, there's three of them here, so that's pretty cool seeing all those lay there. So it's the first time we found something kind of that unique in a while. Then down here, looks like we have some Avatar stuff. like little mini figures that go on the Banshee. So again, cool to see something a little bit different. A Batmobile down there, some Sonic stuff in the back. I think that's the big basic pack of Marvel figures. So yeah, kind of cool. Let's keep looking around. Looks like good old CM peg warmer is still laying back there. And I think that's still the one with Larry on the shirt, not the Walmart exclusive. Yeah, the one with the dogs. We saw this last hunt. Leave that behind. Good old peg warmer punk. Other than that, nothing else laying around here. Over here in the pegs, we do have a Red Velvet still back there. So gotta love seeing a $3.99 action figure. Good old days of buying cheap figures when they were actually that cheap back in the day. Some Spider-Man stuff. Crazy, this is $9.99. That wrestling figure is $3.99. So not seeing too much else here, action figure wise. I'll try to check the back shelf area and see if there's anything chucked back there. Typically there's not, but it's worth looking and seeing. This has been sitting here for a while now too. $4. And just kind of some of the same stuff. We still have some AEW back here, like we just saw. There's the Anna J. It's been here for a while. This is destroyed. Chainsaw Man, another AEW. So nothing really doing here. And let's kind of slide down this way. Of course, we got NECA, Demona. Of course, we have Dragon Ball Z. So again, we tend to see the same stuff anymore when we go out on these hunts, but every now and again, get something unique. Like we found that 3-pack for Star Wars, which is a kind of cool find to see, even if I don't want to buy it. So yeah, you just got to keep checking, and you never really know when they're going to put stuff out or what they're going to get in off the truck. So just got to look around, keep your head in a swivel, right? Okay, so we're back at Ollie's Bargain Outlet on Catasauqua Road in Allentown. Shout out again to Four Feathers and the Four family. You got to see them here last time we visited the Ollies. Picked up some stuff for some friends, but let's see what they have here now. Maybe they put some more stuff out. So they do still have some of the loot cages here, and by some, I'd say at least a case. There's 3 there, 3 up top. So it was actually funny when I was standing here with Four Feathers. Somebody did walk over and grab one right in front of us, which was, good to see that people are buying stuff. But other than that, looks like all the same old. I have been getting requests to check Ollie's more often again, and the problem is I just typically, when I do come here, don't find anything, and I'm not hearing of anybody finding anything. So it's one of those things where, I just say if you don't go, you don't know. I kind of know there's nothing here, unfortunately. So that loot cage being the exception, even though that's been here before. I already got it here before. Hooked up a buddy at work to get it for him. But yeah, so anyways, I'll try to still pop in here time to time, but until I hear of any big developments, of anything new showing up, I'm not gonna come in here all the time, because it's just gonna be the same dusty old figures kind of laying around. Like even like the Murdoch, we've seen that a bunch of times. Just so happens they have it here again. But all right, I think we're about done here at Ollie's. I'm gonna walk around and make sure I'm not missing anything, but I think we're done. We're done so here. They still do have a bunch of these here. Poor OSHA. Peg worms everywhere, every version. And then down here they still have some G.I. Joe stuff. So we still have the G.I. Joes for $12.99 here. So still quite a few of them here as well. So if you still aren't looking at Army build, they still have them here over on Catasauqua Road. Other than that, just some basic role play stuff. I think we're out of here. So this is awesome. I'm in Yako's, grabbing a quick bite to eat, and they actually have for the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 orders of Christmas, I suppose. So it's kind of cool to talk over the music. And we are back in Easton, Pennsylvania. We are at the Walmart. So we hit the Walmart, the GameStop, the Ross. Probably close things out over at Target across the highway, and to see what we can find. All right, so main aisle status, and check this out. They have Cammy and Guile. That's cool to see. Wow, they have all 3, DJ. So the whole wave is here. Pretty cool to see those hitting Walmarts. $29. And then down this direction, G.I. Joe Classified. We have new ones for that, looks like. So Sci-Fi, and I don't really know all these guys here. Wetsuit is here. So yeah, good to see the new Joes. Still got Stalker hanging out. CM Punk marked down. Guessing this is probably a swap of some type. And look at all the AEW. Holy smokes. We have 2 of the pink flares. 3 of the pink flares. Wow, okay. 4 of the pink flares. What? How many flares are we going to have here? Moxley. Juice. Another Moxley. Roderick. Another Moxley in the back. Jeff Jarrett, we've seen recently. Juice, Joe, Mark, Joe, Moxley, Roddy. Somebody came in the aisle, so I wanted to give them some space to shop. Here's our Cody with the face paint from War Games. Nice to see. I think all these were on sale on Cyber Monday or over the weekend, Black Friday, whatever, for, I don't know, 15 bucks maybe? Still here, I don't know how. And then a couple of these. Got our Spider-Mans. I don't think those were on sale. Back behind, Star Wars stuff, if you're curious. There's a lot of it. All those Steves and Spideys are still here. Some lightsabers. Gorilla Grodd, Ninja Strike, that guy. And some of the older soup stuff. So, yeah, I think we're about done. Let me throw this back where it goes. Try to keep things clean. Right, Pat? Replace your divot. Put that right back up here with Cody. As I wreck the place here. Try to be nice. All right, I think we're done. Let's go look around. Oh, here, Kurt Angle too. Is this new? I think that's new. There's a bunch of him here. Looking cool. He needs like a glass of milk, right? And the collectible section, we got some Super Friends over here. All the same ones. Some Godzilla, Universal Monsters, Invisible Man, Chucky. Looks like Chucky's missing. Is this just Tiffany in here? Okay, this is Tiffany. All the UFC stuff that apparently not even UFC fans want, from what I've been told. And then down below, some older Shredders, man. I haven't seen that out in a long time. Got Batman. Which Batman is this? There's so many of these out there, I just don't even recognize them anymore. So this is McFarlane Batman Year 2. Okay. Platinum sticker on there, I think. No platinum sticker. Not a platinum. And then some peanuts, some Snoopy, holiday Snoopy stuff. So Gundam Universe, some more Batman, Superman stuff. Punisher statue. All right, pretty cool. All right, one more Ross in this toy hunt. Let's check it out here and see what they have. We're right by the Walmart, so that's where I just was. Here's where I am now. So right now, this line at Ross is that level where I hope I don't find anything I want to buy because it's a long line. Oh, there's a little subject still down there hanging out. They seem to not really sell. Lots of Barbie stuff. Doing some Christmas shopping for the family. Not seeing any figures over here, though. And looks like I'm going to be in good shape because I don't think there's anything I'm going to have to buy, which is good. So I don't have to wait in that line. That Dracula's good-looking Dracula for that price. I mean, in general, maybe just for that price. There's that UFC stuff I was talking about. They didn't have that at Walmart, but same idea, right? Making stuff that's not going to sell. Yeah, this is kind of dead. I might try to take a peek at the front where the registers are, but the line's so long I probably can't really get in there to actually see what they have proper. So there's another Dracula I went right past. So let's go poke around a little bit more, and otherwise I'll probably talk to you at Target. And actually, check that. We're going to go to GameStop first, then the Target. I mentioned earlier how we have a storm coming through. It's going to be moderate, maybe up to 7 inches of snow with some ice. So you can see here the parking lots in Pennsylvania already are being treated for whatever that debacle turns into. Some clearance up front here. Not very good clearance, mind you, but it's still clearance. Just trying to get rid of stuff, I guess. Keep rolling. That Apocalypse is still here. Still got that laying there. They're dumping the pops too. Star Wars. I never opened that. I got it on clearance. Punisher. Got that at a better price than that for sure. Okay, final stop for this toy hunt. It's going to be Target over here on Dryland Way in Easton. Who knows what they'll have in here? Well, let's go see. And starting off in the main aisle, there's your Transformers action going down. Some Studio Series. Down below, Marvel Legends. Those Thunderbolt packs are just waiting to go on clearance. Definitely going to happen. Sonic the Hedgehog stuff, some G.I. Joe little guys, G.I. Joe big guys. We'll try scanning this again, see if it's a wacky 70% off price or not. Up top, some Transformers, crossover stuff. Motu, Star Wars, same clearance figures down here that we saw at the last store earlier. So, looking to be about it. So let's check the other wrestling aisle, the NECA stuff, scan this, and then we'll get out of here. All right, let's see if it's out of the system like the other one was. Out of stock, same thing. So, which means that we just look it up on the website and just, you know, give you the full price for it. So, no luck there. Okay, in the wrestling section, looks to be all your typical stuff. Hunter, Triple H, LA Knight, more Triple H, Roman, old Simpsons that are on sale. Down below, got some wrestling rings. Got the good old cage match, the old school blue one. Got new lower price in Zootopia. But other than that, about it. There's the Jesser section. What's up, Jesser? I think that's what we're going to call it a hunt, everybody. So if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free for you. It does not cost you anything. And it helps us grow the channel tremendously in the march to 9,000 subscribers. While you're at it, go ahead and click that bell for notifications, because that way YouTube should notify and tell you when we post new content here to the channel, make our weekly toy hunts, reviews, and live streams. Leave a comment down below, hit that like button. If for daily toy content and daily toy updates, try checking us over at Instagram at Disavowed_12. Hey everybody, if you're going toy hunting this week, please remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing all of you at the pegs.